I think this is a fascinating institute. I think this is at a time when the whole world, I think, is now focused on the issue of infrastructure provision. I think pressures, demographic pressures, political pressures with population moving from one part of the world or one city to another. I think issues to do with climate change, I think issues to do with energy are putting infrastructure at the absolute centre of the focus for political decision making. Mayors throughout the world, governments throughout the world are now seeing infrastructure as the way for their cities, for their countries to remain competitive in what is this global market. We're not isolated cities, we're not isolated countries anymore. We're all operating in this world, interconnected world market. I think we, perhaps in the West, in the developed cities of the world, have perhaps been complacent about our infrastructure, in some cases built many centuries ago. And I think we're now waking up to actually what the newly developed cities in the Middle East and the Far East are now doing with these huge new investments in modern infrastructure. And I think there are lessons to be learned. And I think real challenges, not only how we design these things, design them for the future, but also how we deliver them.
How do you think the Institute can help you or your organisation?
I think encouraging discussion and debate is going to be one of the things that's most important. I think there is sensitivity in lots of places about discussing infrastructure. It's very political. It requires leaders of cities and countries to be involved in that decision making. I think there's a danger people don't want to discuss too openly because of the nature of that process. But it's essential to discuss it because it's complex, mistakes can easily be made, and perhaps mistakes can be avoided. And I think by creating an open dialogue, creating an intellectual exchange across professional disciplines may be a way of actually providing infrastructure cheaper and better.